Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Ron. Had an early night tonight. Wind chill was pretty chilly, 15 miles an hour or so. Felt like about 30. The temperatures I guess got up to 50, 55. But I decided to call it an early night. I only needed, by the way, it's January 10th, 2026, so I only needed $43 to make my $200 goal for the week. And that's my goal of 200 a week. What will 200 a week get me? About 800 a month, 9,600 a year before taxes. So for me to put in, 4 hours, getting it down to about 3 hours or 3 days a week now, maybe 4, and then pull in close to 10K, I'd say that's pretty good, pretty decent side hustle. You can do the same thing as well, whether you're doing Uber Eats or Spark or eBay Marketplace, Shipped. Something to consider. You just need a vehicle, of course, insurance, and fill out the forms and let them do a background check, and you can be on your way. So what can you do with that extra 10,000? Well, I'll leave it to you for your own imagination. But for me, it goes a long ways for this new roof I'm going to need either this year or next year. It's getting past 20 years now. So for my place in Michigan, I bought it new, single wide, but like everything else, we got to replace it at some time or another. So this is my place in Michigan that I go to in the summertime. So it really means I'm moving forward, not backward, when I can bank my Social Security and then live off my pension and side hustles. I said it was an early night tonight. I mentioned the temperatures and wind chill. And then I also have some random thoughts here coming up here. So what helps is to have a goal when you're kind of being challenged by the temperatures, or whether it's hot or cold or indifferent. Mine was just $43 for tonight. Pretty well got to that after a couple hours or so, and so I figured I'd come home and watch some football rather than stay out a little bit later. And supposed to get down to 31 tonight anyway, so the reward for me was to stop the Asian buffet and pick up some slice of pizza, some ribs, and some fish and some tartar sauce. Come home and have some, have some mashed potatoes and either a salad or coleslaw or something along that line. I usually make 2 meals of this. Tonight I got fish along with the other ribs and pizza, and so for $12, that's I might make that for $6 a piece per meal, and I'm doing a side hustle, then I'm not really going to sweat it. And if I wasn't doing side hustles, I could still do it, but generally I'd be eating my own cooking. So it's good to have these goals because it gives you purpose for one, and it makes you feel good when you've exceeded or you've met the goals. So it doesn't have to be just this. It could be anything in life, whether you're walking, running, or whatever you're doing. I still take along snacks and water just in case. Wasn't hungry tonight because I didn't go the full 4 hours. Usually after a couple of hours I'll get a little bit hungry and want to snack on something. So whether it's grapes or crackers or just a sandwich. I also, when I take an order, another random thought is I always say I would appreciate a good rating. I think that's helped. It helped my rating go up. I started since I started doing that again. I've done it before, but it was at 90 and now it's at 93%. So, and I raised my status from gold to platinum, so it makes a difference. Something else, pro tip, a random thought, being safe, you know, is a term I hear not only from workers at the restaurant where I pick up the food, but to the customers. You know, they all know when you're driving at night or you're driving in cold temps that, you know, but especially driving, you want to be safe. I try to drive according to the conditions. So the job becomes a lot easier once you have done it a few times, you know, and you start knowing the locations of the places that you're picking up. Some of those are repeat. So, and it makes things, you can kind of put it in your mind, oh yeah, I know where that's at. And then without even looking on the map or GPS, you can really just drive right down to it. As far as maintenance goes with your vehicle, I put on new brakes, just had my oil changed. I don't skimp on maintenance. Tires, if I need them, I'm going to get them. I can take it off my taxes, and so that's that. Tonight's total was $46.56. I only needed like $43. I had so I ended up with a total of $204. I met my goal. I had, you know, 4 decent tips: $9.74, $6.01, $7.57, and $8.74. You know, making my goal, I can take off tomorrow. I could take off every day if I wanted to, but I might start working Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That day off kind of helps me recoup a lot better, especially when someone like myself gets a little getting older. For the week, it was just for those 3 days, and so yeah, it was just 3 days to get the $200, and that's usually, I usually go 4, sometimes 5, but before I went only $50. These times I'm either becoming more efficient or at it, and then, you know, I'm getting a little quicker, I guess, in my old age. But for 3 days, it was 10 hours, 29 minutes, taking 23 trips. So then my per hour was $19.42, which is way above what I usually make. It's usually 14 or maybe 15. I drove 35 miles tonight. I don't have the weekly total, but I can take $23 off my taxes. And that's about it, everybody. Thanks for watching my video. If this helped you in any way, consider contributing to my coffee, which I don't have today, or my beverage. And I'll see you down the road. Safe travels.